Amazing my beautiful viewers. Tuko salama, najua uko salama. Happy New Year hapa na pale. Kawaida mwaka umeanza, mwaka uko fine. Kwa wale wenye ya mambo iko hivyo ni sawa. Tunashukuru Mungu, mambo itakuwa sawa. And what I want us to talk about today, or what I want us to discuss about today, tutaweka inaitwanga viewers discretion ama kitu kama hiyo, like there's like a warning pale, because there are some images zenye utaona zenye they're not really adding up and they're really scary na sizipendi tu. That's why I want us to talk about today. So kuna hii video of which unaiona hapa. Hii video unaiona hapa. Unaona hii video unaiona hapa? Kuna hii video yenye imesurface on social media platforms. Kuna this woman, not really young woman, because we cannot clearly see her face tuone kama ni young ama ni old, but ako si old vile. Maybe atakuwa kwa between 30 to 35 or 37 now. Anafight the husband and akona kisu kwa mkono, then the husband akona cushion anajiprotect with the cushion and all that from the swipes za kisu zenye huyu mwanamke anajaribu kuthrow to him. And I think if this video never surfaced on social media and this woman went out to say how hostile and narcissistic the husband is, every person will believe in this woman and blame the man for what he has not done. Because women, we don't like talking much. Men go through a lot in these houses. Men go through a lot in relationships. Men go through a lot in marriages, and they don't open up to say anything about it. But when the women go outside there and they start sharing their stories, every person sympathizes with the woman. But most of these women are the perpetrators not really most, but a good number of them are perpetrators in these relationships or marriages. And no one talks about it. Is it a high time for us, for men to come together and start talking about this? But again, as a man, kuongea, kuna tu vitu zingine unaangalianga tu si vitu za kuongea. So this is what we will call a physical gender-based violence, that the woman is the perpetrator and the man is the survivor in this instance. So akirusha hizo mavisu zenye anarusha hivyo, then by bad mistake ifikie mwanaume or imdunge and all that, and then this mwanaume akufe, what will really happen? Atajipeleka police station aseme mwanaume ndio amekuwa kwanza, mwanaume ndio alimwanza uchokozi, ama mwanaume ndio alikuwa anamfight. We've heard of these cases where there's this case, is it in Kiambu or wherever, not so sure with the place, where a woman stabbed her boyfriend to death and then akajipeleka kwa police station yeye mwenyewe. And I don't know why people still feel like this is the best thing, or this is the best way. The best way to solve a problem, if there is a problem in the house, is to fight. And when you start fighting, do you have the energy to finish the fight, or you don't have the energy to finish the fight and all that? But again, yes, men go through a lot and men don't talk about it. And I believe it's just a high time that women should stand for other men and try to talk to them and try to, to encourage them not to do the wrong things, but encourage them to live a positive life. Because kama imeshindikana, just leave it. Kama imeshindikana, just leave it. Like, you don't have to stay there all that long as you go through such a traumatic experiences and all that. Na sasa watoto wakiwa kwa nyumba, what will you be really, ama what are we really teaching the children who are with us? I usually say this, sometimes, not really sometimes, watoto wenye tumezaa mama tunazaa, ni kama ni boy is a future husband to someone, kama ni girl is a future wife to someone. So ukianza kumfunza this is how things are, akiwa mkubwa si atakuwa anafanya the very thing to the other gender. Kama ni mwanamke awe mkubwa, si ataanza kufanyia bwanake hivyo, because that is what she used to see the mother do, and the father never used to do anything. The father anavumilia tu, anasema maybe huyu msee atafanya nini, atabadilika at a given point. So unamgive more chance uone kama atafanya nini, atabadilika. And if the father who was doing it, the boy will always think, hey, this is how it's done. And even women watafikiria maybe men are supposed to be tough in the house, and the way they show their toughness is because maybe they show love and all that, and that is what they will think. Na akiwa boy atafikiria maybe mwanamke anafaa awe mhadi hivyo, sometimes mnapigana kidogo and all that. And I don't really understand why at this age, in this era, people still feel like kupigana is the best way to solve any issue or solve a problem wherever you guys have a problem. I don't believe if that is the best way possible, but the best way to go wherever there is a problem in the house. People should just learn to solve their issues in the best way possible than fighting. Because what if someone loses his life? What will you tell people? I know, okay, you can tell people a story that you want to tell them, But the conscience will never, like, you never be free from your conscience, knowing that you never, okay, it was not good for you to do what you did, but you still did it. To people, you can lie and people will believe in you. Or you can have money and go to the courts and make everything for yourself and you are a free person and all that. But will your conscience ever leave you, forgive you from whatever you did? It will never do that. It will never forgive you from whatever you did. So I don't really, I'm talking when I'm angry, by the way. That is why I'm talking faster. Naongea haraka haraka. Na hata nakosa maneno ya kuongea because this one is not really adding up and all that. And if this is what people call marriage, then what about it? Then if this man leaves, this marriage, aenda atafute kwingine penye atapendwa na asifanyiwe vitu kama hizi, I'm so sure this lady will go ahead start complaining, aseme the husband amemtoroka, yeye ndio mbaya, anapenda wanawake, okay, he loves women, all these other things, he doesn't look forward and all that. Na akienda pia aache mtoto, ataanza kuitwa mnawaitanga aje? Mnawaitanga aje? Mnawaitanga aje? Oh, deadbeat, ni deadbeat. Deadbeat. Oh, deadbeat fathers. Tunaanza kumuita deadbeat fathers, like deadbeat father, like he's not taking care of the child, not taking care of you, not taking care of anything. They don't really want to know and those other things. Like it doesn't fully add up. It doesn't fully add up. Not at any given point. And can we just be civilized people? Kama imeshindikana, imeshindikana. Just walk away. Kama imeshindikana, imeshindikana. Just walk away. You don't need to wait. You don't need to suffer for you to agree that imeshindikana. You don't need to die for you ndo watu wajue ilishindikana. And yeah, people are living in such a marriages where like mliachananga kitambo tu, unaishi lakini mliachananga tu kitambo. Maybe you're waiting for an opportunity for you to live or an opportunity for you to do whatever you want, but it doesn't really add up kuifikisha to this level that yenye huyu msichana amefikia. And I salute the guy so much. He's defending himself using the cushion, and everything is okay. But if it were another man who doesn't have that what we call self-control, who doesn't have that self-control, what will he have done? Because you're trying to fight me, he will fight back, and him fighting back, maybe at a fight back in a very dangerous way, and something worse might happen. So, like, is it really adding up? Okay, faith leaders, maybe also wawili wanaweza kuwa liwana kwa harusi na ni wasi wenye wanaendanga church, na huyu dem akifika church ni msee mzuri kabisa, wasa hezi jua huyu dem akifika church maybe ni msee mzuri kabisa kabisa kabisa, wase church hawezi jua chenye huyu boy anafanya nini, boy anapitia. Maybe hata ni msee yule, yani the favorite in the church ama the favorite in the fellowship, wase hawezi jua kama ndo hizi ndo story huyu boy anapitia and all that. And then huyu boy akijaribu kujiexpress, aanze kuambia watu whatever is happening, people will not believe him because the figure ama the picture that this girl shows ama this woman shows outside there is very much different from what they show when they come back to the house. Very different from what they show when they come back to the house. And these are very many things that are, eating up people in these marriages. And then sometimes msichana fikira like, who can I share this story with? Because everybody outside there knows this woman as the best person ever. Now, who else can I share this story with? Then unapata hakuna msemo mwenye anaweza share hii story na yeye, anabakia tu kwa peke yake in that agony, in that pain, in that trauma, because this is both physical GBV, mental. Talk about every sort of GBV has been witnessed in this video and all that. So I don't know, what should we do as men? Men, kujeni hapa. What do you think we should do? My advice would be very simple, bro. In such a circumstance, in such a situation, you just walking away is the only solution. Just walk away, the only solution. Because if you're staying there to try to let people think that whatever is happening, okay, the house is good and everything is good in the palace and all that, it might cost you life. It might cost you life. Kama umefanya hivi, kama umeamuka. Sasa si anaweza ngoja kama umelala alafu akufanyie mambo chenye anaweza kufanyia alafu ya aende hivyo. Unaona? Anaweza ngoja umelala kufanyia whatever they want, whatever she wishes kukufanyia alafu atoroka aende. Who will ever give a testimony of whatever happened? Kama kungekuwa na hii CCTV, hadi leo nimeongea Kiswahili. Kama kungekuwa na CCTV kwa hii nyumba, nani angesema ukweli? Nani angesema? Ama nani angeona whatever is happening? And maybe you boy alikuwa amepitia more, then akaona the only way, because even if I explain to people will not understand. So the only way for me to let the world know, let me install this CCTV camera without these people knowing, so that next time anakuja kufanya vitu kama hizi, at least the world can witness whatever is happening. So there are very many things to be looked into in this video. And I think it brings us to that place where we need to start talking about these things, like literally talk about this. Men gather and talk about the issue that they go through. But again, is it really easy for us to gather and start talking about all these things? So sometimes you talk about it instead of getting help, people start ridiculing you in one way or the other. People start laughing at you. People start, talking ill about you. People start. But again, even if they talk ill about you and talk bad about you, but you sought for the help that is needed, I believe that will be the best way possible for you to go and find what you really deserve and what you really need in that environment. Because doesn't just add up. Doesn't just add up. So how many go? How many men go through this and they don't speak it out? How many go through this? How many men go through this and they don't speak it out? Yep. How many? If you're one of them, just cut up your hand and find me. We can talk about it. Find me. We can talk about it. Find me. We can talk about it. I'm not saying that women don't go through the same. Women also go through the same. And we've had very many cases of women going through the same. But all these women came out to explain themselves and try to, heal from the stories. But men rarely talk about it. And not just good. It's not just good. It's not. It's not just good. It's not good at any point, and I don't support it at any point. I think they would have found this woman would have found a better way of trying to talk to this guy, or rather doing that because, bro, I'll be scared to live with you in that house. If this is what you'll do, ntangoja ulale, mimi nitakuwa nalala for how many hours kitamboni ya mke. Hata chakula sitakuwa nakula kwa hiyo nyumba because, kama anaweza taka kudunga na kisu not once. Unajua angekuwa ile nya ametis mara moja alafu akatoka akaenda, hiyo utaelewa. But all these swipes anafanya moja, mbili, tatu, nne, tano, sita. She had an intention. Huyo alikuwa na intention nyingine tofauti sana from what other people think about. So I think it's a high time for people to stand out and talk about this thing. And bro, if you wherever you are, things are not just working for you, and that is how it is. It's good for you to walk away. Walk away. Go some place, relax. Try to work those things out. If it works out, well and good. If it doesn't work out, again, find someone else to live with. And this leads me to asking this question that I would like us to have a talk on the same. Are there wrong marriages? Are there wrong marriages in this world? Are there wrong marriages in this world? Do we have wrong marriages in this world? Yes, personally, my personal opinion on that, yes, there are wrong marriages in this world. There are wrong marriages in this world. And people should just get out of those marriages and get out of those wrong marriages and, be positive in whatever they do. And if they will ever get their Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, well and good. They gang up and start living their lives. But living in such a marriage, it's not good for you, not good for anyone else. And highly condemn it. I highly condemn it. I highly condemn it. Highly condemn it. It's not just good. So, guys, let's talk about this. Men who are outside here, let's talk about this. If you're looking for someone to talk to, we are available. I'm available personally. I'll be ready to hear your story. And we see how we can help each other in the very story. But please don't lose your life because of this. Yeah. Your people still loves you so much. Your parents loves you. Your brothers and sisters loves you. Your friends loves you, and they still want your life. So don't just lose your life in the name of love. You're not Romeo and Juliet, and you're not Romeo and Juliet to die because of love. You're not Romeo and Juliet to die because of love. Yeah, die for something else, but not for such a thing. And this is both for men and women. If you're living in such an environment where your life is always threatened, um, the best way is just for you to leave and find something else that you can do. I think so. And that's my advice to all. So be careful outside there. Yeah, be careful outside there. Be careful in your marriage. Before you get married, you need to think about it and try to understand the person that you live with. But again, people can hide. People can hide their true natures until they are in. Until they are in, that's when you start seeing their true nature and all that. So, not really good. Yeah. Ukinyimwa ile mambo ingine ni sawa, hiyo si lazima. Ukinyimwa ile mambo ingine ni sawa, hiyo sio lazima. Lakini ukifikishwa hata level that maisha yako ishawekwa kwa hali ya hatari kama hiyo, achana nayo kabisa. Just walk out and find a safer place for yourself. Yeah, sometimes I feel like creating a safer space for for men, creating a safer space for men who are going through what this guy is going through, to just come and talk themselves out, shout shout as much as you can, and work things out for yourself, and yeah, heal. Then after healing, you know what to do, what you'll do next. But let's pray that God will help us. God will help us in everything. God will help the marriages that are in now, and even those who are looking for to get married. God will help you to get the right person, the person that you can do life with without such a dramas and all that. So I love you all. Until next time we meet, kindly make sure you subscribe. That's the only way you support us in this. And leave your comment. Let's hear from you. And if you've ever gone through or you're going through the same, I'm calling on you. Let's talk about this. 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 Yeah. Bye bye, guys. Until next time we meet, some pleasant time.